Hey family, thank you so very much for joining us. Today is a historic day in the history of the life and times of the Hagley Park Seventh-day Adventist Church and the Oakley Seventh-day Adventist Church. Today we have candidates for ordination to the office of elders who have all successfully completed a program of training that has been implemented here in the Hagley Park district since January 2019. Here is an overview of our candidates and their stories.
Spiritual journey. Interesting question. It started a long time, even before baptism. It started with being allowed the opportunity to attend varied denominations. And I must tell you, which many people may not realize, that I actually like things that are very energetic.
Alright, so it was February 20th, 1994 when I got baptized at the age of 8. And I remember it was something that I always wanted to do. Growing up, I always saw baptisms, and I'd stand at the front and look at the other children getting baptized, and hoping for that day when I'd be baptized also.
When I started this spiritual journey, I faced a number of challenges. It first cost me my job. I lost my job when I just started. I was really affected, However, I decided to give it a try, since the spiritual path is about faith. And just like it is said that, we live by faith, I tried it and I realized that God came through for me. So while I lost the job, it never meant worst for me.
I remember when I was first asked to join the Elders Board many years ago as a leader. My friends would tease me when they call me Elder Bailey, and I would always correct them and say I'm Leader Bailey. And one day one of them said, "You are Elder Bailey."
I can remember when I was at my home in Manchester, born a Seventh-day Adventist. Come to Kingston, start going to church. And it was 1979 that God called me back to his fold.
But I became a Seventh-day Adventist because I was being taught. I find I'd enjoy other areas, but I found that when I went to the Seventh-day Adventist Church, I learned. And that has been the journey for me.
I have been serving from the year 2002. I get into the church, but my eyes have been opened to many things through this training program that Pastor OLIPHANT has brought in place.
I've led a number of departments. I've learned to do things on my own. I used to do preaching on the streets, on the buses, at the hospitals. I've done a number of things, and I've reached the point where we're now going through training, and I'm really happy for this training. It's very informative. It has helped me to develop. It has helped me to be able to function and to be able to handle my role and functions in a better way, a more professional way.
So yes, opened my eyes, and I know I'm equipped by the help of God to continue doing God's work.
It's been great with God. There have been struggles, there have been things I have not understood. There have been texts I've had to ask the Lord, I don't understand this, and I may even think it's unfair. But out of it, I developed an appreciation for a number of characters, including Moses. The journey he took was one that has taught me that in my life as well, where things may not happen immediately, I've learned to trust God through all of it.
A few years ago, I was listening to the song "A Few Good Men" by the Vocal Band, and there's a line in it that says, "God doesn't need an orator who knows just what to say." And it arrested me because I was reminded at that point that it was not so much about my ability to speak or even to think on the fly, but it was about my life. Who I was and who God saw me as, and who I was allowing others to see me as a child of God.
There is a Bible passage that is very dear to me. It's Philippians chapter 3, verses 12 to 14. And in summary, it says that even though I have not attained perfection, and even though I have not gained everything that I'm supposed to gain in Christ, I still press forward to the mark, the high calling which is in Christ Jesus, and that is my aim.
I was reminded at that point that it was not so much about my ability to speak or even to think on the fly, but it was about my life, who I was and who God saw me as, and who I was was allowing others to see me as a child of God. And since then, I've definitely started to do a lot more in terms of not just being about what is said, but being more about what is done, both in private and in public. And my aim has always been and will continue to be living a life that speaks so loudly and so profoundly that it overshadows even the words that I speak. Not just for quotable moments, but to ensure that I live honorably in the sight of the Lord.
You know, working for the Lord, you're going to be faced with difficulties and hardship. The real life situations that we face, it's real. However, there are those hurdles, and we can go over these hurdles in Christ. So I think overall, I'm really happy for where I've reached, and there's also another step which is coming up, ordination, and I'm really happy and excited to know that, you know, God has brought me thus far. So if I continue to work and others continue to pray for me, I am sure by God's grace one day we will all make it home. I'm a really happy person today.
He said to me in Psalm 27 verse 10, when your father and your mother forsake you, then will the Lord take you up. And he has been my father, and I do pray and I'll call him daddy because he's been there. Not by any means perfect, but that's why my heavenly Father is merciful and he's forgiving.
While the souls of men are dying, and the Master calls for you, let none idly hear you say, there is nothing I can do. Gladly take the task he gives you. Rich reward he offers you. Answer quickly when he calls you. Here am I, O Lord, send me.